Okay, so here is a tour of my progress as a seedling gardener. This is where I've done a lot of my potting, out here on the deck on nice days. This tray, I've just got little seedlings starting to pop up, is going to be probably about 100 elm trees. We have elm trees and they seed prolifically. So I have those there. I'm going to pot them up and try to sell them and see what happens. And then this is my little sheltered, somewhat of a greenhouse, but not really. You can see this is what I did last night. I had these all seeded 3 or 4 to a pot. And so I separated them out yesterday. This is all tomatoes. I think I have about 200 tomatoes. If we can sell them as plants, that'd be great. And here is stuff I just seeded on April the 6th. Oh no, these are ones that JJ planted that didn't come up, and I was digging them out yesterday and noticed that she had packed the soil too much and her seeds were buried too deep. So I just dug the seeds out, replanted them. That's a tray of tomatoes too. This is very sad. Most of them have died. This was my squash and my cucumbers. And then we got that snowfall, and even though I covered them up, they did not fare so well. This is my broccoli. Let's see, what do I got down here? Broccoli and cabbage. Yeah, this is my broccoli and cabbage. They look a lot alike as seedlings because they're from the same family. These are some flowers that did not fare well because of that snow. And here's some more flowers down here. This one looks like a tomato plant to me. Yeah, that's a tomato plant. I lost a lot due to that snow. And then some more tomatoes. These are some peppers and some more tomatoes. Some onions. I did not grow those from seeds. Those came as, they look like mini, really tiny green onions. And I don't have a garden to put them in yet, so I just planted them out. In here, this will be fun. I planted this the other day. I've got some Chinese cabbage in here I'm super excited about. I've got some pink and white eggplant that I'm looking forward to. I had to buy some Fort Knox summer squash just because of the name. Nobody at my house seems to like squash except for me, so I don't need very many plants, especially since that's prolific. These are some onions that I did grow from seed. That's a whole bunch of different varieties. I think there's 5 different varieties in here. This is more cabbage and some cauliflower. I think this is all different tomatoes mostly. Oh, and some cucumbers. Oh, and some flowers. I just planted those the other day, so they haven't popped up yet. I have to be careful with these domes when it gets hot here in Missouri. I have to take them off because it's just like an oven. Here's some more of those tomato transplants that were 2 or 3 to a pot that I spread out into individual. I planted some, these are all tomato varieties in these little mini greenhouses I made out of drinking cups with drainage holes drilled in it. I did this last night, some peas and beans. And then this is my flower tray right here. I have some nasturtium, some mycelium, some, what's that? Marigold, and zinnias, more peas, tomatoes, and then more peas here. And then over here is my, if it would ever quit raining, Rob has to cut down some trees in order for me to till up the dirt. And I also need to get dirt hauled in to try to level it and get some good topsoil brought in. So we took the plastic off and it was all dead, and now I see we have green grass starting to grow again. This has been kind of fun, learning how to compost. This is my oldest pile here, and every 3 days I move the pile and basically put what's on the top on the bottom and just make a new pile, and then this I just started yesterday. So that's been fun. There's some boards for my raised beds that I've gotten burnt, but my wood's so wet I can't get a good flame. So that's all I've gotten done, and then all my bags of leaves that I dug out, soil, the tiller that I'm going to use, and then some fencing. Anyways, be cool if I can ever get it started.